Okay. Hello. Let's give it a go then. Yeah. Game working. Things broken. Things not broken. It's picking up my cursor. Is it? There we go. Okay. Sweet. Oh, here we go. New game. I should have gone to languages. Okay. The day I turned 17, I kidnapped a girl. Oh, by the way, hello everyone. Okay, well, me and Ver both tried a random number generator, and it was between Doki Doki being number 1, Kidnap Girl being number 2, and what was the other one? Kilo Love being number 3. So I did a random number generator, Ver did a random number generator, and guess what it landed on? Number 2. Both of ours. So I am here recording number 2, Kidnap Girl. So yeah. Hopefully it's enjoyable. I am going to finish Doki Doki and Killer Love soon. Mostly Doki Doki, then go and finish Killer Love. But yeah, it will be done either way. Sorry, my voice is a bit weird. I had a bit of curry. So now, yeah, it makes me cough. Anyway, the day I turned 17, I kidnapped a girl. Okay, whoa. Is my little icon in the way there? Is he okay? Her name was Alice. Okay. Sociability was not the main feature of her character. In class, she was always quiet, especially with no one to talk to. A girl like her was not difficult to pull out for a date after school. In the process, she readily agreed to come home with me, where I gave her some juice laced with sleeping pills. Alice fell asleep in just a few minutes. It's my first kidnapping. Not a bad beginning. Not bad. Golf clap. There we go. That's good. Anyway, everything went according to plan. Although, with the dosage I went too far. I lived with my uncle. His house was too big for just the two of us, so some of the rooms were empty. My uncle said a long time that he wanted to rent them out, but he didn't post any ads, so I used one of them as my torture chamber. Wow. Getting right into it. I like it. Okay, my uncle said he used it in my torture chamber. Of course. He didn't know that. I mean, why would you tell your uncle that, you stupid? Edward was the name of my uncle. He rarely went into the empty room. The only key card to the room was settled in my pocket. Edward always came home late, so today I had plenty of time to have fun with my new toy. When I locked myself in the room with Alice, I felt a wave of heat sweep through my body. My hands were sweating as begun to crawl along the rope. Okay, my teeth gazed, darted hungrily from the sharp blade to the white skin of the motionless body and back again. I licked my lips in anticipation. I'm so sorry I did that. It probably sounded beautiful. Simultaneously, with the excitement, bad thoughts came to my head. I looked back at the closed door. Did I make a mistake? Did everything go well? I shook my head, shaking off my misgivings, and set about the task I had long dreamed of. The only thing that matters now is that it's just the two of us, and that we won't be disturbed for the next few hours. I was getting excited, but about what was coming. Putting my tools aside, I sat down next to Alice, putting my hand on her thin, fragile leg. I ran my hand up her thigh, touching the edge of her short skirt. I need to take off her clothes, otherwise it will only prevent me from enjoying the work done. Button by button, I slowly removed her shirt and froze in disbelief. Okay, I was about to say, please don't be there, nudity. I literally had this game like 3 years ago, but I did not play it. I just downloaded it, so I was like, okay, I might as well just keep it for whenever I do play it, because it reminded me of Doki Doki in a sense. So I don't know what's coming. So yeah, there were bruises and other signs of beatings under her clothes. I didn't hit her, so I couldn't have left those bruises. Then where did they come from? Oh god, I might have to speak a teeny bit louder so that it... Is this a bit loud? I don't know, I'll have a look. Is she being beaten at home? And after all, she was only beaten where the clothes could hide the bruises to avoid being seen by strangers. It seems that Alice was regularly bullied. In some places, there were fresh bruises filled with blood. In others, disgusting blackened spots. The older ones were slowly dissolving. I can't even imagine how hard and painful it is to move in this state. Oh, believe me, it's flippin' difficult, that's for sure. But she came to school every day and even smiled in rare conversations with her classmates. Perhaps she decided to go with me so that she could return home as late as possible. These thoughts made the desire to hurt her disappear, but I didn't change my mind. No, of course not. That strange feeling in my heart was probably not pity, but disappointment. After all, psychos like me can't feel pity and can't empathize with others. Wow. This hits hard. Damn. When I kidnapped Alice, I wanted to enjoy her suffering, to see the first drop of blood on her smooth white skin. And now, I can't get what I want. Her body is covered in injuries without my effort. It's like asking for a sweet birthday cake, but getting a stale, moldy cupcake. How can I fill Alice with pain and horror when she's already been bullied? Add a man, cover her up, and just send her off. After thinking about it, I decided to hide all the torture items that could indicate the real reason for the abduction. And when Alice wakes up, I'll send her home and find a better victim next time. Damn! Check this room out. And this is just what, an empty room? Your room that you use? What the hell, man? Please tell me you use some of these things as torture devices. I mean, come on. Let's take a look at Exhibit A, for example. Right there. Come on. That has to be a torture item. I mean, come on. That little thing right there, you have to use that. That looks like a steel block you can just pick up and flip and yeet it at the head. And then the ball looks like you can just pick it up and shove it up the nose. I don't know, you can cause some decent pain with it. And what the hell is this thing in the background? Like, what the hell is this? Like, hello? Like, wait, what the fuck is this? Where does RoboCat come from? Wait. Okay, did you got flowers, bottle of water, and a glass? Okay, that's at least decent. What the hell is your bed? Oh, it reminds me of the Star Wars song. Dun dun ta da. Okay, first of all, let's just fix this mess. Oh boy, how do I fix this? Okay, give me a second. Oh wait, I'm such an idiot. Anyway, the thing that I was zooming into the entire time was that the zoom. I forgot to go. It was that thing. That little block there. And then, what the hell is this thing? Is it a doomsday bomb? Like, what the hell is this? This is a doomsday device. It's got a timer on it. And this thing you can surely whack over the head. There's a phone of some sort. Ooh, porn. Where's my mouse? I lost it. Okay, there it is. Okay, now I need to fix this catastrophe. Zing cat. Oh, here that. Is okay. Give me a second. Getting there. Just taking a bit of time to fix everything. There we go. Okay. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Ignore all of that. Ask if she's alright. Oh, I didn't even read. Okay, finally Alice opened her eyes. Ask if she's alright, keep silent. You know what yeah. Oh, excuse me. As soon as she regained consciousness, I rushed to her. What? Listen. What in the living hell is that word? Fagin? Phasian? Phasian concern. Clive. Oh, is that me? Oh, you're awake. Are you alright? Does it hurt anyway? When we were sitting down, you suddenly fainted, and Alice was in no hurry to show excitement. Instead, she got up, looked around, closed her eyes for a second, and then looked directly at me.
Ты усыпил меня.
Nani? Niomjin. What? I didn't know you bloody talk. I saw it in the settings, so I thought, it's probably gonna be nothing. I didn't know you fucking talk, and you speak Japanese of all things. Fuck you. Okay. Now when you try to tell me this is loud, because now, flip it, it'll be fine. Just speak a bit louder. Then you were just very loud. You put me to sleep. Those words froze me for a second. How did you know about that? Oh, what are you talking about? I told you, you just passed
Меня не
out.
раз усыпляли. Так что мне знакомо чувство,
Oh, no,
когда
it's-
я начинаю засыпать после снотворного.
It's Russian. How am I stupid? Language? Anything? Oh, pulse. Okay, wait. I've been put to sleep more than once, so I know the feeling when I start to fall asleep after a sleeping pill. Okay, yeah. I tried to run the game. But it broke a lot. Just ignore that. I broke it. Yeah. I broke the game. Yeah, I didn't even start it and I broke it. Okay, now then. Main menu. I've saved. Okay, languages. What are you? Oh no, I can hardly read my own language. I can't do that now. Okay, that looks fine.
Меня не раз усыпляли. Так что мне знакомо чувство, когда я начинаю засыпать после снотворного.
Can I not change your voice?
Пам, 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 пам.
Okay, well, let's just make you a little softer. So that put to sleep. I was more taken back by this news than Alice. Oh, excuse me. Then Alice said that I drugged her. It's. Never mind. Okay, hang on. Now I think you're too soft. And I think the music is too loud. Never
В
mind.
любом случае, зачем ты усыпил меня? Ты что-то сделал со мной?
Okay, why did you put me to sleep anyway? Did you do something to me? Alice touched herself between her legs without lifting her skirt. Hey, I didn't do anything wrong to you. She took her hand away.
Ты прав.
You're right.
Тогда зачем?
Then why? I told
Я
you.
знаю, что ты
I know you
усыпил
put
меня.
me to sleep.
Перестань увиливать от ответа.
Stop dodging the question. I didn't know what to say. The awkwardness of the situation increased with every second. I didn't know what to do or what to say. It was necessary to change the subject urgently and try to take control of the situation. Where did you get the bruises?
Так ты меня раздевал?
So you undressed me.
Я поняла.
I get it.
Где фотографии?
Where are the photos? What photos?
Фотографии моего тела.
Photos of my body. No, I didn't undress you. Or you just what? I think my character is a bit stupid. No, I didn't undress you or take pictures of you. Trust me.
Тогда Почему
Then why
ты
did you put me
усыпил?
to sleep? That is not true at all, and you still haven't answered my
Скажу
question.
только после
I
того,
will
как
only tell
услышу
you after I
правду.
hear the truth. I hesitated. Should I tell the truth? Something like, oh, I'm sorry, I just wanted to torture you at home, but it's okay. I've already changed my mind, so you can go home. No, this nonsense. Then, I'm not sure if it'll work, but it's worth a try. Lowering his eyes and stammering, he pretended to be very confused. The only way to get out of the situation, which could go without suspicion, is to come up with a sufficient touching story. Excuse me. As far as I know, girls are more emotional and romantic than boys. I like you. Cliche, but it works. And for long, I have had the desire to kidnap a loved one, so I decided on my birthday to take myself a gift. Rubbing my hand, I continue to stare at the floor without looking up.
Да кто в такое поверит?
Who would believe
Погоди,
that?
ты
Wait, you
любишь меня?
love me? I nodded uncertainly.
Я кому-то понравилась.
I wonder, should I just talk or should I just like have her voice go and then just like have the text up for a bit? And you know, we'll do a bit of both. The recent worriness and anger disappeared smoothly. She smiled and her eyes lit up. It worked! Hell yeah! Well, my lie worked. Although I must admit, I did not expect much success and was already preparing to reduce the kidnapping to a mocking joke. To laugh in her face, call her a naive fool for believing that such a handsome man like me... Okay. I know for a fact that you're a dickhead. Can truly ask a mild-mannered girl like her out. Huh? You call this mild-mannered? Wow, you clearly are spoiled. And then really take her to the door after dealing with several insulting phrases thrown at me. After this farewell, it is not that I could just go back and talk to her anytime soon. I must admit that Alice is not as simple as it seemed. I didn't manage to deceive her the first time, although I'm an experienced liar. I can tell. But how can she immediately believe that I loved her? While I was wondering at her naivety, she thought about something for a couple of seconds in silence.
Получается, меня похитил мой одноклассник, который еще и сумасшедший.
Okay. Her voice has become more soft. I would even say... What? Melodious. Oh, melodious.
А что ты хотел сделать дальше?
Nothing, you know, just cuddle and Well, I wanted to let you let you to live with me, probably. Alice laughed.
Наверное.
Probably.
А ты не
You
все
didn't think
продумал, да?
it. Shush. There's nothing funny about it. I frowned slightly, which confused my former captive.
Прости. Я просто всегда думала, что ты невероятен. У тебя отличные оценки по всем предметам. Ты занимаешь призовые места, хорош в спорте. Никогда бы не подумала, что понравлюсь такому парню.
Okay, I just realized that some people that struggle to read could watch this and then they're like, oh, this dumbass doesn't even read. So I just realized that. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just always thought you were incredible. You have excellent grades in all subjects. You get prizes. You're good at sports. I never thought a guy like you would like me. Well, I'm none of these. That works perfectly.
А еще не думала, что все-таки ты немного глуп.
I didn't think you were a bit stupid after all. Well, you thought wrong. And this is said by the person who was kidnapped. What? And this is said by the person who was kidnapped?
Обижаешь?
How dare you? We laughed. The tension has disappeared. Alice relaxed and began to behave more freely and at ease. At school, she usually doesn't attract attention during recess and rarely leaves the classroom, sitting at her desk with her head down or slightly looking out the window. In general, an inconspicuous grey mouse. And now I even catch myself thinking that she has a very nice smile. School, hobbies, music. We moved smoothly from one topic to another, consciously not thinking about the kidnapping, and did not notice how time flew by. The longer we talked, the more free Alice felt. She listened to me with genuine interest, sometimes even making various jokes in my direction and laughing sincerely. I listened to her stories and sometimes I couldn't help but smile. I got the feeling that the Alice who goes to school with me and the Alice who is sitting next to me are two different people. I never thought Alice could be so sociable and happy. The next few hours passed quickly. We chatted about all sorts of nonsense. I was an idiot. Excuse. That's what we mustn't. Oh, it's late. I think it's time for you to go home. Your parents are probably already worried. Yep, that's a face of I'm not fucking leaving. My words made Alice suddenly sad. Her smile and sparkle in her eyes were gone. It's like she's back in the ghost mask she always wore at school.
У меня нет родителей.
So how's the sister? I don't have parents. Sorry. Then who do you live with?
С мачехой и ее ухажером.
Oh, she really doesn't like the stepmother's boyfriend. With my stepmother and her boyfriend. She almost hissed the last words through her teeth. It was immediately clear to me that things were not going well at home. My guess was confirmed. The family does not favor her very much. Alice continued to sit next to me, not wanting to leave. I was silent and just looked at the time on my phone. Edward should be back soon, and if he sees Alice, I will have to explain. He's a good man, and will be happy if I bring a girl home, but Alice is not my girlfriend. I just kidnapped her and tried to torture her. Bind and hide in another room with a gag in her mouth is one thing, but to explain what Alice was doing and how we met, I did not want to. Seeing my confusion, she stopped. Alice glanced at me briefly, then for a moment pursed her lips and with a sharp inhale stood up.
Прости, ты ведь не один живешь, а я и так задержалась.
I'm sorry, you don't live alone, and it's already late. She went to the door with a noticeable reluctance. What is this house? What type of flippin' house is this? What era are we living in? You're still wearing school uniforms, I'm presuming like 2000s, like late, like 2021, like 21. Damn, it was raining outside. Before leaving, Alice turned around saying the last words.
Знаешь, я была бы не против, если бы ты действительно похитил меня. С тобой уютнее.
You know, I wouldn't mind if you really kidnapped me. You're much more comforting. And she left. So it would have ended. But a couple of hours later, Alice returned. A doorbell rang.
Клайв, пожалуйста, похить меня.
Tears. Well, there's the mat, there's the door. Bye-bye. Clive, please, kidnap me. After voicing her insane request and holding her bag with a trembling hand, she smiled and cried. The smile on her face was just an artificial dam, ready to collapse at any moment under the influx of emotions. Unable to contain the accumulated sadness, loneliness, and despair. What happened to her? Why is she crying? Such questions did not linger in my mind for long because the way she looked now, her pain drew and beckoned. Her vulnerability and tears seemed to cry, "Lock me away from people and do what you want to me." On my doorstep stood not a sad classmate, but a victim begging her executioner to put her out of her misery. The sight of her made me want to hurt her again. Okay, I understand. A familiar wave of excitement ran through my body. My breath quickened. My hands trembled with impatience. I wanted to lock myself in with her again and run the blade over that soft skin. Excuse me. Sorry, my hand. Oh, good grief. I drank water. Why am I full of gas? Anyway, I wanted to see her tears. I wanted to see how her tears would flow from the drops of blood. Do you want to be kidnapped? Haven't you even considered the possible consequences? Poor Alice. I couldn't help it. I roughly grabbed her hand and led her to the same room. We were alone again. All that remains is to take a knife and...
Погоди, Клайв, ты хочешь сделать это со мной?
Wait, Clive, you want to do this to me?
Даже несмотря на то, что я использованный товар?
Even though I'm a used product? What are you talking about? Alice told me everything. She worked as a prostitute. Oh. Okay, I was thinking of other things. Why is this the most reasonable thing compared to what nonsense I was thinking of? But okay. Excuse me. I wanted to save money so that after coming of age, I could immediately leave my stepmother and her boyfriend and live separately. Her stepmother's lover liked to molest her, but Alice always locked herself in her room. Today, when she returned home, this man, as always, was drunk. Her stepmother was not at home, and he tried to rape her. She barely fought back and ran away from home, returning to me. She had nowhere else to go.
Теперь ты ненавидишь
Now you
меня.
hate me. I'm sorry.
Сейчас мне жаль, что занималась этим. Если бы знала, что такая, как я, могу кому-то понравиться.
Whoa. Now you hate me. I'm sorry I did it. If I'd known someone like you would like me. Her tears started to flow harder.
Пожалуйста, позволь мне остаться у тебя. Я сделаю что угодно.
But please, let me stay with you. I'll do anything. Oh, excuse me. Anything? Those two words stuck in my head. Will she consent to be the victim of my torture? While I was thinking about this, Alice continued to stand, waiting for my answer. I wonder if getting close to the mic actually helps in any way. Probably not. I couldn't find any words to say, so I hugged her instead. This embrace was a fleeting impulse, which for some reason I instantly obeyed. And even though I didn't expect it from myself at that moment, this hug seemed the only right thing to do. This is how we started living together. Damn. Okay, first of all, you can just look at all of that. Look at that setup. Marvelous. No. Clive. Edward. Clive, are you still awake? Hi, Edward. I need you to prepare for tomorrow's test. Good. Just don't overdo it, because I won't ask you to give me high marks. It's enough for me that you're happy. Yes, I understand. Well, I won't bother you. Look at you. What is that? PS? Xbox? What is it? And that weird ass L just up there. You didn't notice anything. Great. I locked the door and went to the balcony. Alice, you can come in, but quietly.
Все прошло хорошо?
Did everything go well? Yes. Excuse me. Initially, I wanted to put Alice in one of the empty rooms, but she was afraid that my uncle would still notice her, so she stubbornly demanded to spend the night with me. My room was spacious, so it was easy to lay another mattress. In theory, Alice would go to school with me. Edward always left the house earlier, so there wouldn't be any problems. On Saturday, we would stay at home, and on Sundays, Uncle did not work, so Alice and I would just walk late until Edward falls asleep. This kid's smart. Okay, I'm sorry for misjudging. Damn. The only problem was that my uncle could come into the room at any night, so I started locking up. Oh, that's a clear indication. You just gave yourself away. Since then, I've had many opportunities to talk to Alice. Maybe it's because we started living together. At school, she followed me everywhere. Why are you following me?
А что я должна делать? Если ты будешь со мной, тебя ждут различные сюрпризы.
What should I do? If you will be with me, you will have various surprises. What are the surprises? I'm not going to give in to such temptations. Cocky, I like it. Arrogant as well. She came close to me and whispered in my ear.
Даже если ты хочешь кое-чем со мной заняться, это мило.
Even if... Okay, now I have to try to work this out. How I'm gonna... Even if it's not... If... Instant fail. Even if you want to do something to me, it's nice. That was a horrible thing. You're kidding.
Эй, не делай такое безразличное лицо.
Hey, don't make such an indifferent face. Alice's conversation and behavior turned me on every time. We're in, boys and girls. After a while, I decided to finish what I started. Excuse me. Saturday. Alice, can I tie you up? Whoa, damn. At this time, she was chewing chips, and when I asked her about it, Alice froze with her mouth open. So, will you let me?
А, ты наконец решил показать мне свой тайный фетиш, да? Ну что ж, радуйся, ибо Алиса сегодня в хорошем настроении.
Okay. Huh? Oh, jeez, that was loud. Huh? You finally decided to show me your secret fetish, huh? Well, be glad, for Alice is in a good mood today. I knew that she would not refuse me. During the time we spent together, it was easy to see that Alice had fallen head over heels in love with me. Now, she was as docile as a trained dog. Before proceeding with my plan, I put is that a diaper? Okay, I put a diaper on the bed so as to not stain the bed with blood. And then I tied Alice up, unbuttoned her shirt, taped her mouth shut. No resistance. On the contrary, she put the hands in the loops, waiting with interest for what would happen next. In case I turned up the music ladder, the neighbors don't need to hear all the screaming. As soon as a blade of the knife flashed in my hands, Alice twitched but immediately fell silent, probably thinking it was a joke. How wrong she was. I put the knife to her slightly pale skin, which had already removed almost all the bruises. Oh. There's only one small movement of the hand left. Pushed down, started bleeding. Mooing. Resistance. Fear. You try to get out, but I tied her up tight. Just as I was about to make another cut, I felt something. I felt something was wrong. Why? Why don't I feel pleasure? I've always wanted to do this, so why? Okay. I'm a fucking psychopath. What the hell have I done? I dropped the knife and ran out the room, leaving Alice bound and alone. At the moment, I realized with horror that I no longer wanted to hurt her. Okay, this is Clive's mind. What the hell is wrong with me? I've been dreaming about this, dreaming about getting a knife, and I remember the trail of blood running down Alice's chest, and I suddenly felt sick. Damn, dude. I was expecting a lot out of you. Such a shame. My stomach felt sick. My throat felt tight, and my body was bent in convulsions. I could barely contain my vomit. Pushing the nausea away, I leaned back against the wall and slid down. Alice. Looking at this girl, I saw a person filled with pain. I often met such people on the street. Their blank stare, quiet voice, and hesitant movements, always made me want to pick up a guitar and string and tighten it around the poor person's neck. Then why do I feel so bad now that I'm so close to realizing my dream? Now my bloody nose. I'm crazy. I have neither pity nor compassion. I'm a fucking maniac. With every such thought, I would slam my fist on the floor with a vicious frenzy, and my eyes would fill with tears. I don't remember how long I sat there, maybe a minute, maybe an hour. In a fit of anger at myself, time simply ceased to exist. Calm me down a little, I got up from the floor. I need to untie Alice. After this, she will probably leave me. It's better this way. I don't want to see her again. I don't want to hurt her anymore. I mean, yeah, she walked in and she's like, Houdini style, bitch. I'm my dad. After returning to the room with a first aid kit and providing minimal medical assistance, I untied it. You can leave. The door is open. Alice didn't move and just looked down in silence. Then her eyes got
Так
wet.
значит, ты специально это устроил, чтобы выгнать меня? Я ведь права, да?
So you did this on purpose to kick me out. I'm right. Right? Not at all.
Тогда зачем ты сотворил со мной такую ужасную вещь? Я не понимаю. Ты хочешь избавиться от меня?
Then why did you do such a terrible thing to me? I don't understand. You really want to get rid of me? No.
Да.
Yes. She started shouting and started throwing dirty words at me. I just waited in silence for her to calm down.
Сукин ты сын. Тогда зачем ты ранил меня?
You son of a bitch, then why did you hurt me? Because I'm a psychopath. I always wanted to do this. In the beginning, I kidnapped you just to torture you.
Тогда почему остановился?
Then why did you stop? I don't know. I don't enjoy it. I always thought I wanted to hurt someone, but it turned out that it was not the case. Damn. I'm such an idiot. We didn't say anything else. We just sat across from each other in silence, their eyes downcast. After a while, Alice broke the silence.
Значит, я тебе не нравлюсь.
Clive, so you don't like me? I raised my head and looked at her. She looked more or less calm now. No, I never liked you. I got a slap in the face.
Ты солгал. Ненавижу тебя.
You lied, I hate you. We didn't talk for the next few days. I didn't kick her out, and she didn't leave after all. Oh, damn it. My nose is just blocked for some reason every time I breathe out. Sounds stupid. One day, when I came home early from work, I left Alice locked in my room. You know, Clive, I've noticed that our food has started to go missing more often. Oh, it's because of me. Recently I read on the internet that a sports person needs to consume a lot of calories. That's why I sometimes eat for two. Here's how. You're right. We were still eating when Edward spoke again. By the way, Clive, I also noticed that you started closing your room. Anything you want to tell me? Damn, it looks like I'm going to have to use an excuse that I've already come up with, just in case. I didn't want to use it. Edward, I'm a teenager, and teenagers have some things they shouldn't talk about. Do you understand? Oh, I love this guy. Okay, nice. He's just straight to the point. Edward, are you jerking off? You jerking off? You're doing it. Ed! Come on. Come on to Uncle tease his nephew. Sometimes he acts like a child. Yeah, I can see. What about the girl? Oh, fuck. I didn't stop. Yeah, I would too. Does he know? Are they hidden cameras everywhere? Do you have one? I've never heard you say anything about it. Oh, God. Okay, we're good. I sighed with relief. I don't have a girlfriend, and, however, I do not plan to start a relationship yet, since studying already takes a lot of time. I think you need to relax sometimes. A girl would be nice. No, girls are such creatures that you waste your time on. I'd rather spend the next few years chasing my goals. Admirable, relatable, understandable. I like it. It would have gone on like this if something hadn't happened for a few days later that I was so afraid of. What's this? Alice's story. Okay. This is Alice's time. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'll probably do another video after this. Don't know, but yeah. That's going to be Clive's point of view. Let me just go read it first. Alice's story. Okay. No, just bullseye right there. Okay. Alice's story. Right. Okay. Yeah, Dick. Clive had to stay at school after school. He gave Alice a key card to the apartment and warned her to return without it. Taking the key without further ado, Alice left. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here before I get too into it. Okay, so I like it. I'm gonna maybe finish it. Yeah. I will see you guys in the next one, probably, hopefully, definitely. You know how it is. And yeah, just keep an eye out for Dead Quest's video. I'm going to be uploading my point of view from RimWorld. Let me tell you, it was rough. A lot of things happened. It was about like a 3-hour recording that I had to like fix and do some good editing just to make it look nice, because most of it was just me sitting there researching like crazy, going on here, looking at this, reading these, doing this, doing that, because some of the things made no sense to me. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Go check out Date Quest, it'll be in the description. Go check out Fur_818, it'll be in the description. Go check out his Silent Quest. I really like his Silent Quest videos. It's a lot better than my one that I've uploaded so far. But yeah, thanks you all so much for watching. And what? I almost forgot. And fuck it, go have fun.